This is a tutorial for a top-down shooter. It's about shooting and movement. Okay, first you're going to need to make your player, and since it's going to rotate towards the mouse, I advise making it a person with a gun, and it's going to be pointing to the right, because the gray is my gun, my character's gun, and it needs to be pointing to the right. It just looks nicest if it's pointing to the right. And also I need to crop this because there is border. You don't want any border. But also remember to click center. And you always want to click center on everything. It just makes everything look better. And then also you need to make a bullet. And the bullet, mine's 4x1. About what I would consider a size of a bullet for my character. And also the character should be 32 by 32 pixels. And then make sure you click center. And don't mind any of this other stuff. This is for my game that I am currently making. One of my games I'm currently making. But also I'm going to I don't know, never mind. But also have a background. You can have a background, you don't have to. Mine's just some simple earth pattern. You don't need those anymore. Object. Now also, I'll show you about borders, like a border around your room. So just make a simple border. It can just be 32 by 32 square. Flat black like mine is. Or you can do something fancy. Okay, but under obj_player or whatever your character is, you want the collision event of border. Now you may have multiple borders, but they'll all be set up the same, just different collision events. But under it, you want to have the start move or the moving fixed one, and you want to click the one in the center. And speed should be 0. And you should do that for all of the border objects that would be around your room. That's just a simple way to wall stuff off. And then under the create event, you want image_angle equals point_direction parenthesis x comma y comma mouse_x comma mouse_y parenthesis. Don't mind anything in here that I don't talk about. It's probably for my game. I hope it doesn't confuse you at all, but it may or it may not. And then under the keyboard for no key, you'd go to add event, keyboard, no key. It's going to be, you want to do the start moving thing, and it's going to be the same as the borders. But I'll show you again. It's going to be the same. That, speed 0. Okay, then under the A key, your character's going to be moving with WASD. A being left, so you want to click left under this. Speed of 5. D key, which will be right. You want to click that and put it to speed 5. Now these buttons you can't change. They don't have to be WASD. But for under S, it should be down. For W, it should be up. Speed of 5 for everything, except for otherwise told. But this should be globe left button. And it's going to be under mouse, global mouse, global left button. But also you can change it to where they're letters WASD. You can have them WASD, where you can make them any other letters. Also, you could do the arrow keys. Now, under the global left button, you want to have a piece of code instance_create parenthesis self.x comma self.y comma obj_bullet parenthesis. Now, that was my bullet, but you just put it as whatever you named your bullet. Like mine was obj_bullet, yours could be something else. But under the bullet object, under the create event, it's right there, under the create event, you want to do move towards point, which is that. Move towards. You want to do that. And it should be X should be mouse_X, Y should be mouse_Y, speed of 10. and you want to have a piece of code for that. Image underscore angle equals point underscore direction, parenthesis x comma y comma mouse underscore x, yeah, blah blah. You want that under the creative into the bullet. It's gonna have it going there. And if that sounded real crappy before right here where I was recording it, it's because my computer went to sleep. Piece of junk. Then under the outside room, you want it as the destroy instance thing. Oh, what else is there? Oh, my room is actually way bigger than what it is. So it's going to be, the room's going to follow the character. So the name you want, whatever you want, the width and the height, that's how big your room is going to be. Mine's 5,000 by 5,000, but most people should do it 2,000 by 2,000. Mine's just a special case where the room should be bigger. So, I recommend 2,000 by 2,000. Any bigger usually gets laggy, but how I'm going to do it, it shouldn't be too laggy. But views, you want to click enable the use of views, visible when room starts. Everything else you can basically leave stock. Just change the object following to obj underscore player or whatever your person or character is going to be. And then under backgrounds, you want visible when room starts. And you put your background you made, if you made one, and then you want to check tile horizontal and tile vertical. And then make sure you place your character in a border off your room. And it took me though a while. Like if it's a 2,000 by 2,000 room, it'll probably take you a little bit to border it. Mine took forever, but it was worth it because I love making games so much. I wasted a while just making this border. Okay, let's see what else there is to do. Well, first let's go ahead and show you what you should have. Okay, it should be like this. Your person should rotate towards the mouse. WASD should move it. A should be left, W should be up, S should be down, D should be right. Your room should scroll with it. Now you may not be able to tell if it's moving when you get out towards something or you're going down and it's way bigger because if yours is all one solid color. Mine is like a dark brown with some darker browns in it so you can tell when it's moving. Also, but once you get objects in it, it would change. Okay. And then, next, we, what else? Well, remember to save your game. Mine's already been saved, so I shouldn't have to do anything. I shouldn't have to name it, but if yours is not, save it to where you would like. Just trying to think if there's anything else I could show you. I'll go ahead and run you through these settings. That I don't even really know what it does. But basically, under the global game settings, there is you can start it in full screen mode, which will drastically affect your graphics. But you can do a lot of things with this. And then you can set the resolutions and stuff like that. And you can go through this. Now under loading, you can change how your loading bar looks. Just toy around with this stuff. I might make another tutorial showing you more in depth of it. You can change the icon, which I have no idea how to do, so I will probably never get into that unless I figure out how. Now, also, have advanced mode checked when you really start making games, because if you don't, you won't have a lot of options unlocked. You can do a lot more when you're in advanced mode. You may need Pro for it too. I don't really remember. It's been a while since I hadn't had Pro. But this creates a standalone executable for your game. Now what that is I believe it just creates a file to where you can put it on a disk or something else, to where you could give a copy of it to your friends, let your friends play your game and stuff. Heck, you could even sell it if you really want to, but I don't know if that's exactly allowed unless you do some fancy stuff with it. I'm not a whole smart man on it. And this publishes your game to the website. Now, there's some stuff behind this that I don't need anyone seeing, but it's not porn or anything embarrassing. It's just something that could get me in trouble with the law. Something that might be a little illegal. And it's not drugs either, so don't think about that either. It has nothing to do with anything that horribly bad that you guys would think of. But my internet's being really slow, but type in yoyogames.com. I've already been there, so I don't need to. Stupid internet's really slow today. Okay, but when you get there, you click make. Load. Over here on the right, there's resources. Click that. And then there's all these things you can download and use in your game. Now, some people ask for you to give them credit for their packs if you use them in your game. You can always do that, and you can always not do that. But I don't really know what they can do if you don't. So it doesn't really a whole lot of matter. But you can read these descriptions of what's in them and stuff like that. There's all these little categories on the left you can go through. That searches for a game on this website. And then down here, though, you can search through all the resources. Like, we'll search RPG. And you can see what comes up. But there's all these things. You can click them and download them. But remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Hope this tutorial helps. Remember these resources. Give people credit if they ask. And thanks for watching. I'll try to get some more tutorials up soon.